Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, your boy, Mexico's very own, Mexico, Viva Mexico, Jaime Munguia. He has come out and he has said some interesting things. He's made some interesting statements. Jaime Munguia said that he is in no rush to fight Canelo or Triple G, which I think is a smart idea. But even though he didn't say in this article, I'll also insert that in there for Jaime Munguia. He's also in no rush to fight Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade, despite the fact that he's ranked number one in the WBO. He don't want that smoke with Demetrius Andrade, which is why Liam Williams is going to get the fight with Demetrius Andrade, because Jaime Munguia knows he will get smoked out by Demetrius Andrade. But anyway, I digress. Let's get into his comments and let's see what he says, and we will dissect from there. Jaime Munguia said the following, I quote, "I am the youngest of all. I continue to grow, I continue to gain experience, I continue to become more energetic for me, and it is much better to face Canelo or Golovkin in a year or two. I want to face the best. There has been talk of Golovkin of Canelo, but nothing has been concrete. It does not depend on me but on the promoters, but I am not in a hurry. It might be longer." Oh, and then that was it, you know? But the thing is, Canelo, if we look at Canelo has bigger fish to fry. He's got fights ahead of him already that are much more lucrative and much more enticing for him. You know, you got Billy Joe Saunders, you got Gennady Golovkin 3, you got the fight that with Ryota Murata that was once talked about, and maybe Boo Boo Andrade, but we know Canelo doesn't want no smoke with Demetrius Andrade either, because that's not, you know, a marketable fight for him, even though he's the face of boxing and he's the cash cow. But I won't put Boo Boo Andrade ahead of Munguia in the queue. But those three guys are ahead of Munguia in the queue for sure. Saunders, Golovkin, and Murata. With that being said, if we look at Munguia's recent outings, his last couple of fights, he hasn't looked good. He hasn't looked too impressive. With the likes of Liam Smith, Takashi Inoue, Gary Spike O'Sullivan, and Dennis Hogan. And a couple of those fights, especially the Dennis Hogan fight, I thought he got a gift in the Dennis Hogan fight. I thought Dennis Hogan should have won that fight. Gary O'Sullivan was giving him some solid work until the later rounds. Takashi Inoue came out of nowhere and gave him a great fight. And Liam Smith was pretty good himself. So with that being said, he don't look too good. And he's got to step up his level of opposition. And there's good names. There's good names at middleweight for him to step up against that are a level above the Gary O'Sullivans of the world. You got your Jorge Cotas. You got your Gabe Rosados, that could be a good one. Chris Eubank Jr., Jeff Horn, that's one. That's one you have. Rob Brandt, how about Rob Brandt? That's one for him. You got Liam Williams if he doesn't fight Boo Boo Andrade, but that could be one for the future. You got Liam Williams, you got Torreno Johnson, you got Suleki, who's a solid, durable, proven veteran fighter in the division, and you got Sergey Derevyanchenko, which I think if he fought a guy like Derevyanchenko and beat him, that would really make me have to think differently about Munguia, because he's pretty piss poor his last couple of fights, and he's very hittable. Obviously the kid is athletic, he's young, he's strong, but he's very hittable, and people want to compare him to Canelo, and I don't see the Canelo comparisons. I mean, Canelo, to me, as much as I hate the guy and think he's a piss stain on boxing, the guy had skills that I just don't see in Munguia, from his head movement to the combination punching. Obviously these things develop a lot more as he matured, and he fought Floyd and then post Floyd, but I don't really see it. So whether he fights Golovkin, Canelo, or now or later, he's gonna get folded up straight up. He's gonna get folded up by either one of them. And in regards to the other guys in the division, because I'm not really concerned with Canelo or Golovkin, because honestly, Golovkin's on his way out. I don't think he has much time left, and Canelo's not gonna fight Munguia right now because Munguia's not a big enough name, and he's got bigger fish to fry. So my thing is, why aren't you seeking a Demetrius Andrade fight? Are you going to be the next quacker in the career of Demetrius Andrade, another guy that didn't want no smoke with Demetrius Andrade? Because my thing is this, right? You're saying you want to fight this guy in about a year or so, right? You're number one. You're ranked somehow, some way, with only one middleweight fight. You're ranked number one in the WBO. So why don't you take the Demetrius Andrade fight? You can beat him. You become world champion at 160, then that brings legitimacy towards you. You take this guy's old, you become WBO world champion, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you could be in a big unification fight. Imagine how much bigger a fight. Because I think when Canelo does fight Munguia at some point, it's going to be a big fight. They're both Mexicans. They're both stars in Mexico. Munguia is a proven draw in Mexico amongst Mexican boxing fans. So with that being said, how much bigger would a fight with him and Canelo be if he beat Demetrius Andrade? I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. Politically, you could get the Demetrius Andrade fight, but as my boy Paul Andrade, Demetrius Andrade's father, said in our interview in January, we can see why he doesn't want to take the fight. We can see it. I got 4 eyes. I can see why. He's too hittable. He's too green. He's too raw. Demetrius Andrade will pick him apart, and it'll be an easy fight for him. Easy fight. And you know what? If any of Munguia's people are watching this, and you have a problem with what I'm saying, all right, translate what I'm saying to Munguia in Spanish and tell him that I don't think he has a snowball's chance in hell of beating Demetrius Andrade. And if he has a problem with what I'm saying, make the fight and beat him, and I will do what I did when O'Hara Davies beat Logan Yu when he caught one in my video. I will humble myself, and I will give you your credit. But I don't see why you're going to chase Canelo or Golovkin when Golovkin's whole career and existence is based on Canelo. So if Canelo beats him and beats him soundly, he might retire after the 3rd fight. And Canelo's not going to fight you right away. So why wait on them when there's other credible names in the division? You can become world champion by beating Demetrius Andrade. You can position yourself for a Canelo fight by beating Ryota Murata. That'd be a good fight. Derevyanchenko, that would be a good feather in your cap. There's so many other names out there, but we don't hear that from Munguia. We hear him talking about Canelo and Golovkin, and he's openly admitting that he's not fighting no competition. That's what he said. That's what I take away from this video, is that Munguia is not going to fight no sort of competition at 160. I mean, that's what it is. So he's not gonna fight no competition. He's gonna fight probably. Let's see who are some easy fights for him. Terreno Johnson, Jorge Cota, Michael Zarafa. These look like some names that are more his speed. Johnny Beck, Onlum Kali. That's actually a tough fight. Maybe he fights Stacey McKinley's fighter, Carlos Monroe, who's ranked in the WBA. Maybe he goes that route, even though he's not ranked in the WBA. So I doubt that'll be a fight. Plus, Monroe's a horrible style matchup for him due to the fact that he's very slick and elusive. So, I mean, I don't know who will fight, but I know for a fact he's not fighting Demetrius Andrade, and he's not fighting Sergey Derevyanchenko anytime soon. So, Munguia is openly admitting that he don't want no smoke with anybody at the top, and you could expect him to be in some more overmatched fights like Gary Spike O'Sullivan. Even a David Lemieux, I think, would be a good fight for him, but I don't think his management would put him in there with somebody as dangerous and as powerful of a puncher as David Lemieux, because the fact of the matter is Munguia is just too damn hittable. He's like the Mexican Ruslan Pavlovnikov. He's so damn hittable, no defense. So I like Munguia. He's in entertaining fights because of his vulnerabilities, because of his deficiencies, but if he wants to improve and become a world championship, world-class fighter, undeniably, he's got to fight somebody in this division, whether it's Liam Williams or Andrade, anybody, but it doesn't look like that's gonna happen anytime soon. So you guys can let me know what you think in the comments down below. You can take the time to subscribe, and like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys.